All right, here we're going to look at an example from section 1 where we talked about point, line, and plane. And so it's just a bunch of true-false statements. This should be a pretty quick one here. And we're just going to say, are each of these statements true? So the first one it asks is line AC. Does line AC and this symbol here, that means to intersect? And we can write that down. So this one means to intersect. Does AC intersect DC at C? So what we're asking is this line AC, does that intersect this line DC at point C? And the answer is yes, these two lines cross at this point. So this one here would be true. Okay, point E lies in plane B. So maybe before we move on, let's look at what this shape actually looks like and look at it in 3D. So I have made a drawing here in 3D, and it's a plane. Remember, the planes go on forever, and we've got a line here. This point here is F, this point is A, and this point is C, and then this point is D. So I'll flip back to the other one. Here's our drawing. We've got points F, A, C, and D, and then we have a line sticking out of it. So this dotted line tells me that you can't see the line, and then when it comes behind the plane, you can see it again. So it really looks like this, where we have a line sticking through the plane, and you can kind of see that as I rotate it. The line goes straight through the plane at this point, point A. So this is F, A, C, and D. We'll remember that. Okay, back to our question. Point E lies in plane B. So E is up above here. That's going to be up on this line somewhere. Does it lie in this gray plane? The answer is no, it's up above the plane. So the number 2 would be false. Okay, AC and F are collinear. Are these three lines on this, or these 3 points on the same line? Yes, that's true. How about are AC and F coplanar? Are these 3 points on the same plane? And if you remember in the last video, I said if you have any 3 points, they're always coplanar. So no matter what, it's true. But you can see that these 3 are on plane B, so it is true. DC lies in plane B. That's this line. Is it on the plane? Absolutely, and we'll look at our 3D drawing again. The DC is this black line right here, and it's on the gray plane. You can see that it's right on the plane, so that would be true. Okay, point A lies on line M and on plane B. So is A on this line that sticks through the sheet? And is it on the plane? And if we look at our 3D drawing again, A is right here, it's on the plane, and it's also on the line. So the answer is yes, or true. A line can be drawn containing points D and E. Absolutely. Our 3D drawing, this is D right here, and E is somewhere up here. We could just take a pencil and just draw it from this point straight up at an angle. So if we turn it this way, it would look kind of like an angled line that would go this way. So, true. And actually, you could draw a line with any 2 points. You just pick 2 points and you draw a line between them. You could do that with any points. A line can be drawn containing points A, C, and E. If this one's a little trickier, so A, C, and E, this is A, this is C, and then E is up here. You can't do that. You could draw an angle and have A, C, and E be part of that angle, but no, the line has to be perfectly straight, and once you connect A and C, E is up here, so it's not going to be part of that line. So, false. All right, let's look at, there's a couple more questions. 9, every line contained in plane B would intersect line CF. So let's look at our picture here. This is CF right here. And every line in this gray shape, would it intersect this line? So if I drew a line this way, would it intersect? Yeah, if I drew one diagonally here, it would intersect. Now, there is a set of lines that will never cross this one, and those are the ones that are parallel. So if I drew one like a set of railroad tracks that went the same slope as this line, it would never intersect it. So does every line contained in plane B intersect it? No. So that's false. Is there a plane which contains points A, D, and E? Could you take points A, D, and E and make a plane out of it? If we look at our drawing here, this is A, D, and then E is up here. We could take like a triangle, connect these three, and that would be a nice flat surface and then extend it on forever. So yes, you could contain a plane, have a plane that contains these 3 points. So that would be true. Does line FC intersect line M at A? So does this line intersect this line at point A? Yes. Does plane B intersect line M at A? So what it's asking is, does this gray plane here intersect this line at point A? And the answer is yes. We have this gray plane. It crosses this line at this little point right here. So true. EA lies in plane B. So if we connect a point up here, E, to A, would that be in this gray plane? The answer is no, it actually sticks out of the plane. It crosses it, but it's not inside the plane. So, false. Are points C, D, F, and E coplanar? C, D, F, those are on this plane, but E is up above. So that's a false. And the last one for this video, DC and EA are coplanar. Is this line, DC, and the other line, EA, are those on the same plane? And that's a little tricky. DC would be this one. EA goes up and down this way. These are not on the same plane, so the answer is no. So false. And that's it for this video. I just want to go over one quick example of points, lines, and planes.